Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 6, and today we're taking a look at the 1994 Honda Acty. So Acty is short for activity, and the Honda Acty, this Honda Acty should I say, was part of a series of cab-over microvans and K-trucks that were produced by Honda from 1977 to 2021. This is part of the second generation that was produced from May 1988 to May 1999. And even if you couldn't date this car yourself, you'd know that for sure it was made after October 1993, as that is when this car received a facelift, with the lights changing from the distinct round headlights of earlier versions to these more squared with versions with a slight curve to the one side of the corner. So yeah, overall this is not like any other of the K cars that we've had on this game so far, as it is a far more of a utilitarian vehicle than anything that is supposed to be cute or funky or anything like that. As yeah, everything is designed to make the life of a worker that is using this vehicle for work all the more easier. So yeah, everything from the fact that the interior is quite basic, because as you can see there's very little in the way of dials. You've got your temperature, fuel and the speed, the end. You don't really need much more than that. And yeah, you've got your heater, and yeah, that's basically it really. Got a basic radio, no tape deck or CD or anything like that, and as you can see, minimal in the way of carpets. One thing I do like in this car, and I'm probably theorizing here, I'm not entirely sure if it is correct, but as you can see there's that black patch there on the seat, and I feel like that is there to make the seat more hard wearing for any driver that is getting in and out of the vehicle on a regular basis. Because as I'm sure many of you do, you get out of the car by sliding out, or get out of the car, should I say, by sliding off the seat to some degree. And I'm sure when you were doing that, you know, routinely, you're going to wear that corner down. So that's a theory on why I think that patch is there, but I could well be wrong. But yeah, everything else about this car is basic. You've got very skinny tyres, you've got steel wheels, and yeah, a very utilitarian bed. As you can see, nothing all that fancy here. It's just held on by chains that you might see around a padlock of all things. And yeah, unlike a lot of K cars which are typically front wheel drive or maybe even rear wheel drive, this is all wheel drive, with only the Subaru Viveo being the only other one that is like that is on this game that is all wheel drive. But unlike that car, this is actually mid-engined and easy to get to. 4 screws and you're in at the bed of the truck to get to the engine, and it's a microscopic thing at 656 cc's and in inline 3, although it is more than the previous generation of this vehicle, as that only had 545 cc's and it was only an inline 2 cylinders, so you get 1 extra cylinder and 111 extra cc's for your money. And yeah, and that's not that is not going to be put to, I hate these controls sometimes, and that power isn't really going to be put to waste, as it only weighs 1,698 pounds. Obviously that does not include anything that will be put in the bed, but yeah, like I said, everything on this is easily accessible, right down to the fact that the battery is right there. Then you got your washer fluid as well, I believe that will be, and yeah, your spare tyre is right underneath as well. So yeah, all easy to get to, and that is just to save time basically, because time is money when you are using a vehicle like this for work, either self-employed or otherwise. And yeah, every moment of time that you can save on maintenance, or you know, just getting the car running or anything like that, is saving money. So yeah, that is all very admirably done. And yeah, as far as this game goes, you can change the look of the vehicle in certain ways. So at the front, you can actually change it to the older version of the headlights and bumper, and I actually kind of prefer those, to be honest. Reminds me of the Honda E in that regard. And then you can also put a bull bar with a winch and a couple of extra lights with the standard, with the original headlights, or you can revert them back to the older headlights with the same bull bar as well, which is all nicely done. There's also some wide body conversions you can do to this, so or at least body kit versions. So you can put the box van on the back of this, or you can make it the low slung wide thing that you can use in the food delivery missions. There is also, where are we looking? Oh no, can't do that. We'll have to go into the upgrade store to do this bit. So yeah, there are upgrade presets that you can do as well. So these will change more than just the bodywork, they will change the underneath as well. as evidenced by this wide body, which has a motorbike engine in it. There are a variety of motorbike engines to choose from as well, if you so wish. Now you can do those modifications in terms of the looks without having to do any of the underneath stuff. We can also change the bed. We can put a spare wheel and like a roll bar on it, or you can add some extras in there like a shovel, a jerry can, a toolbox, and I'm pretty sure that's for traction under the wheels on that orange thing. Not one I've seen before personally, but yeah, like I said, you can do the whole wide body stuff without changing the engine or anything like that. As you can see, that doesn't change at all, just changes the weight and the look of the vehicle. But there are also engines you can swap into this that are numerous. Now, one thing is great about this game is that with all of these small cars that you wouldn't realistically ever be able to get a V8 in, or even a V6, you can swap in numerous amounts of motorbike engines. So you've got the 1.2 litre inline 3. You've got the 1.1 litre V4, which is an engine I've used in a car in upgrade for upgrading to race online. I actually put this in on a bar 595, and it's hilarious to drive that with this engine, especially when you give it 245 horsepower. And then you've got a 1.4 litre inline 4, a 1 litre inline 4, and then a variety of normal engines that you'd put in a car. So yeah, a great deal of variety there to the upgrades that you can do to this vehicle. So you can make it your own if you wish, but you can also keep it standard. I actually kind of like it standard in a lot of ways, and one way that I like it is the fact that, like a lot of Japanese cars, it's got a lot of decals with information about the vehicle. So as you can see, it's a 12 valve. They've rounded it up to 660cc, but it is 656. And then as you can see, it's got a payload capacity of 350 kilos. You've got the real-time four-wheel drive advertised there. And then you got the model that the specific model that this is, which is an SDX. So yeah, all in all, a very utilitarian car, but one that is gonna certainly have its place in out there in the driving world. So yeah, nonetheless, let's get out onto a track and see what this car can do. Right, here we are at the Sony circuit. So as per usual, we'll hear what the car sounds like, then we'll talk about it some more. So yeah, with only 37 horsepower on go, it's obviously not going to be the sportiest or quickest of things going, as it can only do 0 to 60 in 24.678 seconds. And yeah, it has a top speed of 69, although as you saw there, with a bit of downhill help, you can get it a bit quicker than that. If you do want a faster version though, go for the two-wheel drive version, as that can do apparently 71. But yeah, it's not supposed to be sporty, it's supposed to be utilitarian. And yeah, at the end of the day, with that four-wheel drive system, it grips really rather nicely. It's certainly not going to be overpowering that system with the power that this has going, but it also means that you can go about in this vehicle in pretty much all weathers. I'm pretty sure there was a version that had a rear locking diff as well on this vehicle. Apparently farmers like that one. But yeah, still, it's a utilitarian car and it does the job that it needs to do. So there is that. But I'm sure there'll be plenty of people out there that can get the, do the requisite upgrades and tuning and such to make this an even more enjoyable car to drive out on the open road or on a circuit race. But I still really like this car just for what it has going in its stock form. The camera work on this is not all that great. But yeah, still, it's a really rather unique vehicle. Certainly not one that we've ever had in a Forza game before. And yeah, stands out just for that alone. Never mind the fact that it's obviously quite a well-designed vehicle just for the purpose of what it's built for. So yeah, overall a really rather likeable, albeit not particularly quick car. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.